All right. Even more terrible gaming takes from the Act Man. Let's get it.
When real next-gen games come out, you'll be a footnote in a couple of months. Nobody will even talk about this game.
Oh, yeah.
Ever even mention it when we talk about the greats of this generation. No game of the year, no real champion, just bare minimum.
This is not a good game. It is not a 10 out of 10. No way is it anywhere near game of the year.
Game of the year winner is Elden Ring.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here, and today, you smell what the Act Man's cooking?
Yeah.
It's more terrible gaming hot takes. Oh, you ever take a fat dump on your steak before throwing it on the grill? That's what it smells like. So let's jump into it, all right? What do we got today?
We got here?
Remember when video games had bare titties because why not? God of War used to be a series worth playing. Now Kratos has...
This dude name. This freaking name. The name. Terrible.
Feelings.
That's kind of gay, but hey.
Remember when Kratos used to jack off after he beat every boss and you would look at some hot porn? Now this motherfucker has feelings.
No, I don't have feelings, because feelings are gay.
Thanks for coming back with me. You didn't have to.
I am your father. I will always help, as long as I am able.
God, what a pussy. Of course the dude got feelings. That's why he's doing any of the shit he's doing. How do you go from this to this? It's such a downgrade in sex appeal. Game Freak needs to do better when they make the new Pokemon.
What?
Sometimes I hate the gaming community. It's a fucking child's game, dude. It's a child's game starring children. There needs to be no
like
sex appeal except for
teens,
Cynthia and Professor Oak. I will no longer play the characters of Killjoy and Raze in Valorant due to them being homosexual. Thank you for ruining my gaming experience.
Terrible.
He's just like, why did they have to be gay?
Why are you gay?
Why did they have to like vagina instead of penis? Remember when we could just talk about video games and we talked about why they were bad and why they were good?
You ain't never gonna
Can
meet
we
them.
just go back to that, please? No. If this was a Netflix show, Kratos' son would be gay and Kratos Afro-American. But since it's Amazon, I think the casting will be good, but the plot will be very disappointing. Boy, do I have news for you about who plays Kratos. Fucking got him. Gamers be like, we need to reduce crunch in development and complain when devs do something that reduces their workload. People who complain about crunch are just incels who hate on The Last of Us Part 2. That's gotta be that's the most obvious troll I've ever seen. Someone sent me this image up. My love for Blizzard games outweighs my dislike of and then the sound of the other thing is I don't know anyone personally that was harmed, so I couldn't care any less. I also pre-ordered those games before any of this came to light. Where to begin? I don't know who on God's green earth could have written this, but they clearly wrote it to justify whatever purchases or time they spend playing Blizzard games. It's like, you don't have to justify it. Just because some bad shit happened doesn't mean you...
that was a lot of bad shit that happened. Way too much. Even somebody, died because of it.
You are morally reprehensible for playing a game. It's up to you if you want to boycott the company or not. I respect it either way. But you don't have to justify that by saying, well, I don't know anyone who was sexually assaulted at Blizzard, so fuck them. What?
Exactly.
Elden Ring's Millennia embodies From Software's problems with women. Knock, knock. Who's there? Polygon. Polygon who? Poly gonna give you another bad article to read? Why do FromSoft games always bring out the worst opinions in everyone? So it talks about Millennia, Blade of Mikola.
That's why sometimes I would stay away from most of that stuff.
Captured the audience from the moment she appeared, and she featured prominently in the rest of the game's marketing. But instead of becoming an uncontested favorite, she frustrated fans and revealed the limitations of From Software's imagination. This is a critique I have never once heard before. I mean, I've heard people complain that Millennia is a hard fight, maybe too hard.
Yeah, it's like she's like a mid-ball boss.
Not me.
Crazy boss.
But I've never heard someone describe it as unimaginative. It's such a legendary, iconic boss fight in the game.
She's swinging that crazy sword on your ass. Transformer doing that shit.
Like, they made a freaking statue of her.
Yeah, exactly.
Exemplifies the way FromSoft writes women in its games. Whether bosses or NPCs you meet in the wild, these women have a shared condition. They exist in tragically declined worlds, so like every character in From Software games, sharing a specific brokenness, disfigurement, abandonment, and loss. So like every character in From Software games, they are afflicted by gender? Afflicted by gender. And the cure for when they are obstacles instead of mutely helpful is for the player to enact succinct violence. What the fuck is that sentence? What? You killed a bad guy. Bad guy could be a dude, could be a dude melded together with a dragon. Bad guy could be a giant knight. That giant knight could be a chick, it could be a dude. You killed a bad guy.
She's
the
a dude,
broader gaming community usually reacts harshly towards female characters. I think just the dumb parts of the gaming community, or maybe you could change this to say that the broader gaming community usually reacts harshly to poorly written characters. But then again, some people also call female protagonists woke, which is also dumb. But that's like two sides of the same stupidity spectrum. It's like gamers don't like female characters, and having a female character is woke. It's like they're both equally dumb, which makes the Soulsborne community's embrace of female characters feel positive on the surface. When that attraction feels based on that empty, emotionless state or reduces them to infantilized waifus, you realize that hostility and that fondness spring from the same deep sexist roots, twins intertwined. Okay, so a lot to unpack here. What I will say is the article's very well written. It has big words. I'm not saying it's good or I agree, but you know, homie's been reading a thesaurus. But like how From Software writes women. I mean, Firekeepers, yeah, they're kind of similar, but you can make that point. But they're all like motherly figures to represent the comfort of the hub zones, which are typically an escape or refuge from the harsh environments outside. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? So yeah, it helps to have someone like mother you and cradle you. Like, I'm not sure what the point is or why Millennia Blade of Mikola is used as an example. This article comes across like a kid fresh out of college who's trying to prove themselves with what they think are mind-blowing assertions, but it's really just a bunch of dumb shit. From Software's female characters who deviate from this quiet, doll-like appearance are still written with a lack of emotionality, which feels close to masculine stoicism.
And I think that's what some articles are perceived to do, is to just to get your reaction for you to talk about them, which is why I usually don't pay mind to too many articles or make videos about it. I let other people do it, you know? That's what I do.
Okay, so we can't have strong female protagonists because
that's why we watch other people do it.
Is that what you're saying? What? Why am I reading this? Soulsborne games are infamous for challenging their audiences and over the years have attracted a particular kind of player base. Often men. Why are you... What are you even upset about? What are you butthurt about? I don't get it. Millennia's boss fight is punishingly difficult, and the audience's hostility and competitive attitudes about it are often steeped in gendered toxicity. How? Numerous Reddit posts, YouTube videos, and tweets talk about players' failures or successes while littered with sexist slurs. And one of these links goes to a search result on Twitter for Millennia, bitch. What is the... How can you be so good with words yet so dumb? People also fell back into the usual community discourse about which methods of beating her were more valid and which ones made you a pussy. And success over her took on a weird masculinized chest beating at times.
I beat Millennia, no summons. Me have the biggest penis. Women suck.
Is that what you think we are? Is that what you think we're doing?
Pretty much.
When faced with a difficult, defiant woman who has never been beaten, men cannot help but fantasize about being the one to take her down. Or maybe someone just wants to beat the hard boss because it's a hard boss.
Right.
Why is it men? Women can like these games too, you jack off.
Yeah,
Women continue to populate the path as either passive helpmeets or predictable obstacles, which the fan base is all too happy to step over. I feel like every single complaint this person has or point they're trying to make could be applied to men as well. They either help you or they don't. Speaking of Elden Ring, it recently won Game of the Year. And you know who wasn't too thrilled about that?
Hey, yo, so the Game Awards...
He's back! He's back!
...just ended, and Elden Ring took Game of the Year, and...
You can see it in his face. He is still so salty about it.
I'm gonna say this right now. I don't know how a game that didn't have any memorable characters that anybody could bond with.
Someone must extinguish thy flame. I command thee.
You are maidenless.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola.
The only thing this game had was difficulty, and if you add an easy mode, half the player base would disappear, but okay, whatever. Yeah, that's game of the year.
Oh my god, dude, he's so butthurt. Why are you so butthurt about it?
The further we get down the years, it's just not going to be what people are expecting. It's not going to continue that same energy, bro, but hey.
You made this prediction like 10 months ago when it came out, and you were wrong as shit, dog. You were so wrong.
No game of the year, no real champion, just bare minimum. When real next-gen games come out, you'll be a footnote in a couple of months. Nobody will even talk about this game. Ever even mention it when we talk about the greats of this generation.
Elden Ring!
That is a fact when the next generation cycle is said and done. Don't forget it, and remember I said it on this day.
I'll take things that aged poorly for 500.
Let's see what happens in 2023. How many of these Souls players will still be playing that game? Probably fucking zero, but okay, let's play the game.
Yeah, it was game of the year this year, but what about 2023, huh? What about next year? Is it gonna be game of the year then?
And you know what? Take your victory laps, have your fun.
Take your victory laps, baby. We got the W.
Right.
We got it. Look at that. That's the freshest dub ever.
Whatever, Elden Ring game of the year, but we all know what happened, man. It ain't really a game of the year.
It's the route.
It ain't really a game of the year. It was, but it ain't really.
Nobody's gonna be playing that game, bro. The game has already lost traction. It's already losing players.
Well, at least you stopped telling people to kill themselves. Let's hear more of Mr. TV's reactions to the Game Awards.
Oh man, that's
now,
terrible.
as far as Game Awards and all that other stuff, I've had a lot of fun trolling a lot of the Elden Ring players.
I think I see why
for
people
me,
like
it's
trolling
been,
online.
A very
I see
fun
it, but
experience, I would say.
Has it?
The silliness.
You guys really sound like abuse victims, right?
It has been pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't fun for a bit, but it is now.
The biggest thing is just how easily they offend. They kind of make it easy to farm them for views, and I can say that shamelessly because they shamelessly attack other people that don't want to play the trial and error simulator that is their game of the year, which is fantastic. It kind of leads me into like the Game Awards.
Must have never played a Mario level.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, we all know the true winner was
my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
It was either going to be Dad of War or Elden Ring because those are the two most popular games right now. And the thing that held Dad of War back is it just didn't launch as early as Elden Ring to move as many units, to pick up as much press or whatever. And
wasn't God of War Ragnarok like one of the fastest selling PlayStation games ever made?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I was pretty much like, yo, this game kind of sucks. I fucking hate it kind of thing. And then I saw the responses I was getting on my initial review. A lot of the people that were attacking were a lot of the socially awkward weirdos.
Look at all these socially awkward weirdos that like Elden Ring and attacking me because they don't have social skills.
They have no family, no friends,
Woo.
no life.
I'm never gonna like the game because I think, frankly, it would not have killed the developers to have respect for new players. Like, it takes 2 seconds to add a difficulty toggle.
It takes 2 seconds to add a difficulty toggle. You don't have to retool every encounter and just lower the numbers. That's it.
Somebody who has an easier life, who doesn't maybe have so much bullshit to deal with, they're not gonna care. They're gonna be, oh gosh, you're giving me a challenge? I live a boring life. Fantastic.
My life is so boring. If only fate would come along and fuck me in the ass.
With the Elden Ring gamers that like try to troll or whatever from time to time, and from me, I am an adult and I do have responsibilities outside of YouTube and outside of video games and all this other stuff. So people, when they hear that, they just, sometimes when they don't have those things, it's a disconnect for them. They're like, what do you mean you're busy with other stuff?
He's still basically reiterating if you like this game, you probably have no family, no friends, no life. He's still saying the same shit, dude.
So I think that's the first problem. The second problem with Elden Ring,
made him got him this big so far.
Shit. Here we go again.
The graphics are dog shit. The graphics are dog shit. The graphics are dog shit.
In the beginning, like when I first started Elden Ring and I was playing it, and I was like, man, this game kind of sucks. And then once I saw it was a bunch of 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds 21-year-olds, 25-year-olds, like, oh, get good, scrub. I was like, okay, I see what this is. This is a bunch of kids living with their parents. This is what they do to challenge themselves outside of taking out the trash.
Bro just can't stop. Just stop throwing shade.
Stop it.
You guys will see. It'll be very fun for me next year.
help.
More TVs. You guys helped us fund Quantum TV by literally just trolling.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this video about the Game Awards or how much money you make?
Everybody who has been coming on and who have been ratioing,
it's not even
like,
talking about the Game
really
Awards.
done nothing but like literally just put money in my pocket, bro. Like all day.
That's his opinion now.
When GTA 6 was announced and they said they were going to have a female protagonist, again, people just kind of like lost their shit for no reason. You know, this is kind of where I draw the line when they start saying that the Rockstar Games, out of all companies, is going to start being woke. So this will be GTA 6, the woke edition. Bro, game's not even out. It's got a woman in it. How is that woke?
Right.
If they start saying we're trying to be more politically correct in GTA 6, then maybe we can start going down that woke route. Yeah. Bro, I mean, I would be shocked if Rockstar of all companies went woke, or if they were like, nope, you can't kill hookers anymore, can't kill women. You know, no. Dude, Rockstar Games have always pushed the boundaries. They do whatever they want and they get away with it, and they always have and they always will. Female pro tag, hard pass. Sorry, the woke crowd ruined it by shoving it down our throats for the past few years. Bye. Okay, it's like, yeah, you can make fun of woke stuff. It does get annoying and tiresome. But that fucking Millennia article is kind of right sometimes. Like dumbasses just don't like female protagonists for whatever reason. I don't get it, dude. Calling everything sexist is just as
like,
cringe as
like
calling
the equivalent of somebody
woke.
seeing anime games
Like,
and
can
girls
we at least
and
try to have
seeing
some
them
like
with guns and shit, and like
common
that's that
sense?
woke shit.
Pokemon
Like, what?
Scarlet and Violet criticism makes money.
There are still a large number of people that are shitting on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and the Nintendo Switch in general. Yeah, I know, believe it or not, pretty crazy that they're milking the hell out of shitting on Nintendo. But hey, content's content.
Content's content. Yeah, it's YouTube, man. Something bad? Hey, look, that thing's bad. Here's my video on it. Something's awesome? Hey, that thing's awesome. Here's my video on it. Yeah, we make videos.
Right, we make videos. Exactly, make videos. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying.
They have no
make
merit.
videos.
No merit, no ground. I showed the gameplay of Scarlet and Violet. I think it speaks for itself. That's my merit.
Yep.
I've played Pokemon since Red and Blue, literally since the 90s.
There are people who've gone out and played Pokemon Scarlet
the run in the 90s.
after knowing it was a massive glitchy mess, knowingly paid $60 for this game, and then turned around and spent hours on a review just to shit on it. They weren't sent a pre-copy. They weren't sent a copy ahead of time.
People that get pre-copies don't shit on games like that. What? So you're upset that people are making bad reviews of a game like a month or two after it came out? Well, genius. Not everybody shits out a video in one day, okay? Sometimes it takes time. Maybe I don't want to play the game right away. Maybe a buddy convinces me.
They weren't sent a pre-copy. They weren't sent a copy ahead of time. They didn't buy the game, play it day one, and make a review, and it was out within the first week.
What does the timing have to do with anything? Of course people are going to be negative. It's like it's the internet.
These are individuals who will literally go out, buy the game.
And that's the big thing you have to come to realize. If like you put out content on the internet, there's always going to be somebody in the channel or on some comment section, man, I don't like this game, man. I don't like this game. This game is fucking stupid. This game is goddamn stupid. I'm tired of this fucking game, man. I'm tired of these fucking people, man. They making reviews and bullshit with this game, man. This game sucks, man. This game sucks. And do shit like that, constantly doing that. And sometimes it'll be somebody saying something very good about a game, and it's almost in the comment section where this guy sucks who made this video, and this person is great who made this video. It's just constant, never ending.
To make content on it because it's trendy.
Why is it trendy? Is it because the game looks like this? Because that might be a good reason.
When they do these videos on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch and just shit all over it, so, oh, it's so underpowered, it's so garbage, it's so junk. It makes me think to myself, well, now, you know, this isn't a day one thing, so why are you doing this?
Remember, fellas, you can only criticize a game if you played it day one and reviewed it in one day. Bro,
Yeah,
it's like I bought the game, I didn't play it for a bit, and then I played it, and then I was like, oh, this is really bad. So I made a video on it. It ain't that deep.
What do you gain by spending
And
60?
and some game companies, yeah, that's crazy.
dollars on a game. A month later, after the game is released, what do you gain? Views, you gain content.
And some game companies, exactly, they do just this. They sometimes will wait and they would change something with an update to try to monetize their stuff. EA would do. And yeah, they would change like, hey, we didn't have this here now. Oh, now this item shop is in here. We're gonna update this, and you're gonna get this item in the item shop. Or we have this thing for DLC, maybe.
Why would you make a video, a review? Why would you give a company $60 of your hard-earned money? Why would you spend $250 to $300 on a game console when you know, one, it's extremely underpowered?
Why would I spend money on a game console? Because I bought it 5 years ago.
You've had plenty of time in advance to know about the exact product you're purchasing. You still do it all. You do all of it. And then turn around and spend hours on a review just to shit all over it.
Why did I spend money on a game to review it? Because I'm not going to steal it. Well, folks, it's been an interesting year, hasn't it? We've seen a lot of great video games and a lot of bad hot takes.
Go.
That's about all I can handle right now. I'm going to go get some bleach.
But there you go. Go hit him up if you like this channel. Yeah, those takes. Woo. I knew he was gonna go back to. I knew he was gonna get that Elden Ring material from Wishcom. I knew he was gonna do that to him. It's because he did some bad takes before, and yeah, this was a lengthy one right there. Jeez, but there you go. Ackman, more terrible gaming takes from people in gaming, and don't forget, there's a lot of people that do that. Definitely on YouTube. I've seen it. I don't try to watch it too much because, you know, why listen to that? But, you know, sometimes somebody need to hear it to understand. You're going to understand it when they play it or, you know, when they see it. Especially that one at the end. Oh, man. That one right there at the very end.
Console. When you know, one, it's extremely underpowered.
Why would I spend money on a game console? Because I bought it 5 years ago.
Yeah. Like, why you need to play this game, man? I bought the system, man, to play the game. I don't need to play this game, man. This game sucks. But there you go.
On Scarlet
Silly
Violet
takes from
and
people
Nintendo,
online, as usual.
Shit.
But, you know, you all like it. People like the entertainment, so enjoy. Legendary out.